the city, I broke out the knot. Got some more millies, I keep me a knot. I created history, it made me a lot. He tried to diss me and it don't false. We call them choppers cause they gonna chop. Took her out of filers cause of hop. I run it like Nike, we got it on lock. Cardiac, I'm the boss man in a suit with no tie. I can't be, I gotta stay. Put me some in the can and it's dry. Riding in spaceship like Bunny and Clyde. Don't worry, baby, I keep me some fire. Shenanigans and Birkin, she cannot decide. The ladies Mercedes, here go to surprise. Don't sleep on Miss Lady, help ride. Back while I'm gripping her side. Bigger man back, this ain't regular size. You really fly, we like pelican guys. You ain't slick, I can tell her the skies. Upgrade at my wrist, put her gas in the sky. She think I might sign her and change her whole life. I told her to goggle and work on her highs. Everything litty, I love when it's hot. Turned to the city, I broke out the knot. Got some more millies, I keep me a knot. I created history, it made me a lot. He tried to diss me and it don't false. We call them choppers cause they gonna chop. Took her out of filers cause of hop. I run it like Nike, we got it on lock.
Money, money, I took the Billy cool back and I hopped in the car. I put the in front of the Billy in front of the driver. And man, sit there in the road, right, wow. I stepped up, the tires, huh? I'm in the coupe by myself. I had to kick her door. In the fan. I'm sick and tired of me. Act like they find me, telling them lies.
Representing the legendary Al Davis and the team's will to just win, baby. The torch is lit before every game inside of Allegiant Stadium. These fans hope it indeed drives their Raiders to victory in Vegas. Both teams still searching for that first win of the season. One of them is going to find it here as we're off in week 2. Returning it from the 4. This makes it up to the 25. They're out at the Raiders for their first possession. And it'll be their second-year quarterback who's bringing them out.
He gave us all the excitement we could hope for last week, but it wasn't all in a good way, at least for his team. Never knew if his throws were going to end in a touchdown or turnovers, and he had a couple of both by the end of the loss. You don't want him to lose that gunslinger mentality. Just want him to be a little more thoughtful with each and every decision.
No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Throwing now off the play action. Broncos all around him, and down he goes. And that's going to add some distance onto this upcoming 3rd down.
And now this defense is on that sack board and sets up a pretty good chance here on 3rd down. It's a little bit like blood in the water with sharks when it comes to taking sacks. You can feel it as a quarterback. Once that defense gets one, they're hungry for another.
In trouble now, and the ball is out. Oh, they got it back. They can try and salvage something. And they claw a little of the damage back there with a modest return. Good efforts, but they still lost yards on the fumble. And he gets it away from his end zone. Fields this at the 42. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. So we'll see the Broncos offense now for the first time. They're brought out by former #1 pick who always plays with energy and passion, Baker Mayfield.
Katie's had some time to work past their last game, and he needed every second of it. A 4-interception game isn't easy for anybody to move on from, even for the shortest of memories. He's got to get his head right this week. This team needs him to deliver.
Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. Mayfield comes out throwing. Buys time, rolling right. He's keeping it. Mayfield's able to get him the first down before sliding to a stop.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide in practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play. And denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
First down, here's Baker. On it, and he nearly picked it. Oh, couldn't hang on in the end. The offense got lucky on a risky throw there. It's second down.
Just about every play in an NFL game usually has a protagonist and antagonist, a good and a bad. The good there, the courage of that wide receiver. The bad, just could not haul it in.
Here's the lone back on the handoff. And that's good for a few. It brings up third down.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on third down, Kate. Take at least a little bite of the big meal between them and the first down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. 3rd and long. They're going to throw. That's caught for the first. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Well, when your opponent fails to act, Brock, you want to capitalize, right? And they are moving like a team ready to provide us with our first point to this game.
Yeah, pretty lackluster start there, Kate, from their opponents. You got a golden opportunity to immediately take control as they convert to stay on the field.
First down throw here, Mayfield. Hits his running back. And this one doesn't go far.
Dude, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. One of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Baker now from the gun. Taken in by Chase, left side. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
Okay, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on a drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you could find a completion just like that.
Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10. Baker now off the play fake. Finds him over the middle. And he's tackled for a short gain.
That's not a big completion on the stat sheet. That's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he's not going to get the first. Made it real close, though, didn't he, Brock? It's a gain of 5, 3rd down coming up.
He was brought down by Drew Sanders. It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and inches.
Another carry for him. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Broncos have a great first drive and get the game's first points. Now the PAT try coming up. The point after splits the uprights. And the Broncos will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Raiders nothing.
The kicking unit on now for the Broncos, and they're ready to send it away. Return coming from the 6. And this drive will start inside the 25. Now for the second time this game, we get a look at the Raiders offense. They aren't even quite sure what this team is going to settle in as this season, Brock, but already this is an important contest for them that could have postseason implications down the line. He scrapes together a yard at most. It's 2nd down.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. They're going to throw out of the gun. Completed over the middle. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. They've got first down here from the 36.
And the Las Vegas first down.
Now here he goes on the boot. That's on the quick hitter. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 41-yard line.
Spears running behind center. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on second down.
Taken down behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 1. It's now third.
So now here's 3rd and 5. Back to throw. The 3rd down throw falls incomplete.
An early deficit means you lose the runway to slowly get your offense up to speed. This offense got to get going. And that incompletion won't help.
And this one did hit at the 8, but took a big bounce and finished its journey in the end zone for a touchback. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. From the gun, they're going to hand it off. He's got room to roam. He's taken down just a couple yards shy of the 40.
That's good for a Broncos first down.
It's the end of the first in this AFC West showdown. 7-0 is our score. We'll return to Allegiant Stadium right after this. We're back, and it is Broncos football as we resume. They've got 1st and 10 here, looking to add to their lead. And he's going to get forward for a gain of about 7 on that run. It's 2nd down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly when he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Picked off by Darian Porter. And the Raiders are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. He steps in front and picks it off. Looking like he missed the spot there, partner. Maybe because he threw it on the run?
Yeah, I think that's exactly the case, Kate. You know, you get set in the pocket. This game is fast anyway. Things are flying, but once you get on the run, it is a whole nother speed. It really becomes advantage defense as they take it away.
And that is a touchdown! The Raiders parlay the interception into points. It's a Tajay Spears touchdown. Now Jake Elliott on to attempt the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Raiders tie this game 7-7. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to center away. This return starts at the 5. Showing a little burst so far. And they'll start this drive in good position, a little shy of the 40. Denver set to take the field on offense. And this is an interesting game for both they and their rivals across from them, Brock, getting a key division matchup so early in this season. Short pass brought in. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable. It creates space to take that shot downfield.
2nd and 3 now.
Here we go, set. Blue, 32. Hut.
Here's the backup. First throw. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
It's caught. Chase has it. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's good for Broncos 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 43.
They are throwing it again. This is Cox. That's Bowers working downfield. And he's taken out as he brings it down towards the 10. Wow, they get a big old 32 yards out of that play as well as a new set of downs.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have 1st and goal to figure out.
Now, don't think for a second they're going to slow down the tempo. Defense on their heels, and right now is the best chance to go push that envelope and get aggressive.
Looking to throw on 1st and goal to the end zone, but incomplete. Couldn't get it. That's going to set up 2nd and goal. So they fire for the end zone on first down, Brock. I think a lot of folks probably assume after the incompletion it'd be a run here on second and goal. What say you?
Yeah, I think you always got to be careful about assuming. As a fan, as a defensive coordinator, I think as an offense, you've worked on it all week, continue to get to the stuff you trust the most.
Too far out of the back of the end zone it goes, incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. So they'll be left with third and goal. And as that one falls incomplete, Brock, the pressure ticks up just a bit because this has been too good a drive to not pay it off in the end zone.
Yeah, Kate, it's time to find your best matchup.
Yeah. And he's in. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos take a second quarter lead. PAT effort coming up. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Broncos break that tie and now lead by 7.
Raiders 7.
The kicking unit on now for the Broncos, and they're ready to send it away. Starting from the 5. Good work so far. He's got room. He's at the 30. And he had everybody thinking 6 before they finally got to him and put an end to it.
Hey, I know what you were waiting for and what I was waiting for, and that was that official to raise his hand. I think we all assumed that was going to be taken to the house. It wasn't, but it could be in pretty short order because this offense now set up for some serious success.
So after the incomplete pass, here comes second and goal. Spears, and he will haul it in for the Vegas touchdown. The Raiders can tie it up in a second after cutting into the lead. It's a Tajay Spears touchdown. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you instantly think of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Return starts at the 3. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Broncos returning their offense and this running back to the field. And all that's needed here, Brock, is some repeat execution from that last series. Of course, gotta expect the defense has made some adjustments after giving up that touchdown.
And that is the beauty of this game we love so much. Those back and forth adjustments on the sidelines. And can this offense do what it did?
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the crowd begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up second down.
Hey, Kate, I think we know that the quarterback's a demanding position because not only do you have to have a clock in your head, but you've got to have a spatial awareness of where you're on the field. And once you start retreating, going backward and backward and backward, you got to just sling the ball in the stands. Otherwise, you take a huge negative sack like that. I hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play, and you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
And that one hits the deck. No fear from them trying to go deep on third down. You love that. Don't love the fact they couldn't connect. Fourth down coming up. And he gets it away from his end zone. Big hit on the return to stop it cold. Good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10. Airing it out to start this drive. From the top, he's out, he lost it. And the Broncos corral it. And they stop him before he gets much on the return.
This really should be the last place and the last down you expect to fumble on. There's still 2, 3, maybe more to work with. Just take care of the ball. Go down when you're hit and set up for second down.
And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Flushed out of the pocket. Oh, he was on the move, but So is the defense, and they take him down.
7 yards.
And the sack forces a now tougher third down.
Great, I can speak from personal experience on this one. That is the absolute worst nightmare as a quarterback. When you call that bootleg and you turn around and all you see is nothing but a big old defensive end, yeah, your interest switch from getting rid of the ball to a little self-preservation. Good job just simply hanging on to the football.
Offense.
A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. After the holding call, they're going to need even more now on third down.
Set, hut.
Third and long for him here. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. And they really went for it on third down, didn't they? But the heave falls incomplete. Now they're facing fourth down. Here comes the Broncos punting unit. Fights his way through a tackle. He gets him out of the deep part of their half. This is out across the 20. Now the Raider offense headed back to the field. Yeah, nothing to show from their last drive except, well, we did see a couple of short tempers, Brock. Not happy to have fumbled away that series.
Now, fumbles are one of those mistakes, Kate, you don't get a lot of grace for it in the NFL. Just one in a game is too many.
By a man, he's in the clear. Still fighting forward. And this gets close to the red zone. He is inside the 25. They rip off a huge chunk of field as the downs reset. So after plenty of scoring already, we have reached the 2-minute warning. More from Allegiant Stadium coming up. To the line and set. Here we go, first down. Talking back to throw. Steps up and he's running with it. And he's going to slide down here. Picked up close to 5 before the slide. It's going to be second down.
Second and 5 at the 19-yard line.
He keeps this one himself. Decided to keep it, but couldn't escape the pressure there. They catch it behind the line.
Will Anderson on the tackle.
It's third and 8. Need to get a chunk here.
At the 22-yard line.
Long throw, third and long. Got to it right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. Looking for his wide receiver there. And that brings up fourth and long. Jake Elliott's on now to attempt this field goal. This is a 39-yarder. Elliott connects there, and they've taken back the lead.
Well, I know once that drive stalls out, that's where it really pays to have that reliable kicker on the sideline ready to bail you out. And he knocks that one right through to give him the lead.
In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Broncos get the football. Not a lot of time left in the half. They don't have much time left, but facing a small deficit, they could try to get this into field goal range. Ooh, almost a throw that cost him. Defender has it in his hands. He dropped it. It's incomplete. Second down coming up. So play number 1 almost ended this drive. Let's see what play number 2 has in store.
Let's go.
Second and 10, and they'll stick to the air. It's McBride downfield, and he's got it. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Gain of 22 yards.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. First and 10. Back to throw. He's going deep this time. That one connects. They're going to have first and goal as he gets this down to the 4. Denver calls the second of its 3 timeouts. Big play got him to the doorstep, Brock. 4 more yards now in goal to go. From the red zone now. Bails out of the pocket quick. The shot to the end zone is incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. And that makes it second and goal.
Kate, how many times have we sat in meetings and heard from offensive coordinators, get down to this area, we got to be able to run it. We got to be able to run it. We get time coverage. So you know what you should do?
He will score. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos take the lead just before halftime. Brock Bowers, the touchdown. The kicking unit comes out for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Broncos take a 4-point lead.
Broncos 21, Raiders 17.
Broncos, and they're ready to send it away. Has this at the 6. A decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The last drive of the half isn't going to be long. 14 seconds remaining. Looks like they'll play it safe with a run to the outside. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
No gain on the play. Brings up second.
And we have a one-score game here at the break. Now it's time for the eat. Well, I hope everybody was lightning quick, ready to grab a refill or a bite to eat, because no halftime report this week. Everyone's set to get the third quarter underway. This return starts at the 5. He's brought down just inside the 25. The Denver offense now with the football first to begin quarter number 3. They've certainly had no issues scoring, but their opponents have been right there with them, so they can really use some more points on this drive. Broncos to the line now. It's 1st and 10.
Let's go. Ready.
Blown back, it's the handoff. He's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Back to the well again. Makes the tackle. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. Well, we've talked about this before, Brock. The thinking's simple but effective. We'll stop getting it to this guy when you find a way to stop it, and they have yet to do that today.
You know, there's just certain things up in this booth that I love. I think you could feel it emanating from me. And one of them is when you impose your will, and you don't back away from it. If they can't stop it, run it right at them.
Looking slant route complete. And they make the tackle at the 38. They gain 11 on that play. And it's going to be 1st down Denver. New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38.
Ready.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he gets him around 6 there. Extra points on the tackle.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet. But let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
And this is near the 1st down, but they need 1 more yard now to get it. It's 3rd down at the 29.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
3rd down, 1 yard to go.
Come on. Ready.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete. 4th down coming up.
Intended for number 41.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and incomplete. Well, they'll take it. Some points to add a little to what's still a pretty small lead. Eventually, I think we all know they've got to find a way to reach the end zone.
The kicking unit on now for the Broncos, and they're ready to send it away. Return coming from the 6. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Raiders have their offense back out there. And as they get set, partner, I'd imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive, too.
Yeah, I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games, that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurry. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points.
Brings up 2nd and 3. At the
2nd down, looking for options. And down he goes. The Bronco defense gets there. And it'll be 3rd down coming up after this defense's 3rd sack of the game.
Brings up 3rd down.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. It's caught. Pearsall has it. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. He does it. Touchdown. The Raiders start the 2nd half with some needed points. Ricky Pearsall with the touchdown. Extra point up and good by Elliott. And the Raiders bring it back to even.
24-24.
Tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Here's a return from the 7. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Broncos back out on offense. They're running back headed out once again. And this is an important drive to get momentum back after that touchdown tied things up. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass. No luck finding his receiver that time. And now they face second down.
That's a throw at this level. With so much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. That'd be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
Finds a man right side. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. That play good for 17 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Here we go. Red 38. Check, huh?
He's going to throw it. He's got it. That's McBride. He takes it down to the 33. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
Wow, certainly found the weak spot in the coverage with that catch. Really goes to show they trust every single player, receiver, running back, in that case tight end, to be a playmaker in this offense.
First down now, ball at the 33.
Let's go. 33. Yellow. Ready?
They're going play action. Too much lead on that throw. That ball's incomplete ahead of the target. Looking for his wide receiver there. And it's going to be second down.
Ready?
Bryant on the coverage.
Striker. Ready. Ready.
Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And this is going to go for about an 8-yard pickup as he takes him inside the 30-yard line.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you can take it in the NFL.
Third and just 2 to go.
Ready. Ready. Block 40. Hut, hut.
Throwing now on 3rd and 2. Buying some time right. Coming deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out. But the Broncos will get it back. Whoa, heads up play to recover that one.
Recovered by the offense.
Now we'll see a field goal try by the Broncos. From the right hash, this is going to be a 51-yarder. Has the distance, but headed well left. No good. And instead of 3 points, quarter 3 remains tied. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll throw. Broncos all around him, and down he goes. Nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
Second and 16 at the 35-yard line.
Expect the defense to be coming again here after that sack. It is 2nd and 16. They're going to try and throw it here. Gets it to him on the screen. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down.
It may not look like much on the stat sheet. This is kind of good on good. An offense gets completion, not going backwards, and the defense, well, they rallied, they pursued, and kept that screen to a minimal gain.
3rd down from the gun. Throwing the out route complete. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line.
It's a gain of 16
Offense is
yards.
set, 1st and 10.
And a Raider first down. First
And in motion,
at the
headed right.
47-yard line.
Shotgun handoff now for Spears. He's going to bring this down to their 35. And it's a gain of 12 on that one. That's a Vegas first down.
That's another
All set to go now from the 35.
first down. First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
After 3 quarters, we're still neck and neck. Neither side has been able to fully separate. It's been a high-scoring game so far, but we're still tied 24-all to begin the final frame. All set to go now from the 35.
Let's go.
On first down, they'll run. This is going to take him into the red zone. He's down at the 16-yard line. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs. All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10.
Liking 18.
Spears, another pistol here. And they're going to have 1st and goal after he picked up a nice chunk there.
When you call that first down running play, you don't always expect to get those kind of yards. They'll take that every single time.
First and goal.
Going to the ground again on first. And he's going to be taken down as this defense shows some backbone. Great stand to get him at the 2. And it's not just you quarterbacks, Brock Hewitt, who got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
The defense wins this rep. That's stopped at the line, and now they've got 3rd and goal.
When you get stuff like that on a second down run, the focus kind of shifts from getting a first down to just giving your punter enough room to get the ball out.
Shotgun now on 3rd down. He's going to score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders take a 4th quarter lead. Elliott on now to attempt the point after. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Raiders break that tie and now lead by 7.
31. Broncos 24.
The Raiders kicking team is out there and they'll boot this away. Fielded at the 7. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Denver ready for another offensive possession. Still time to go, Brock, but that touchdown has them down now 7. They've got to find the end zone here.
Understand?
All right, Denver getting everybody set. So they've got 1st and 10.
33. Yep.
Throwing from the gun. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete. Trying to get that one to Brock Bowers. And it sets up 2nd down.
Tyrese Knight on the coverage.
Down. Ready?
Pass play now. Big trouble now, and the ball is out. Oh, they got it back. They can try and salvage something. And they retain possession, so that's positive. But that's the end of them, Brock. They've lost yardage on that fumble. Almost the impact play this defense was searching for, but they could only get half the job done, partner. Fumble forced, but they couldn't recover.
I'll tell you what else it forces, though. That coordinator, that play caller on the other side, now got a little bit of doubt about his ball handlers. Got to have better ball security than that.
Down again. He goes down again. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up 4th down. On now comes their punter. To nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. Time for the Raiders offense to hit the field. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
Kid, I'll never forget walking into the Hall of Famer Dwight Freeney's meeting room with those defensive linemen. The late, great John Tierlink, his coach, he had a little sign up in his office, and it was sacks, and that money sign was the S, because ends and D linemen make their money with sacks. But you win games when they stop the run like that for a tackle for loss.
Brings up 3rd down and 2.
Here he is on 3rd and short. Escapes out to the left. And he will not get them to that marker. Heck, all he can do is get back to the line. 4th down. The Raiders bringing out the punting unit. Brings it in at the 12. And he's brought down before the return gets far. So here comes the Bronco offense. Their last drive didn't make it very far before they had to punt it away, partner. So hopefully this one has some better legs to it. Broncos to the line now. It's 1st and 10. Hand out to the back. Small gain there, maybe 3 if he's lucky to begin this drive.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground, you could throw beyond the sticks, really create some indecision now defensively.
Going to get this one into enemy territory to the 47. And this is now a 100-yard game for him after that last carry. Man, what a strong day he's had running it for this offense. Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. I'll throw it. Check this one down, complete to the fullback. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window. All options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2.
Here we go, set.
It's a sweep. He pops the pass forward. And he gets down to the 24 before he stops. Gain of 15 there. And that's good for Broncos first down.
That's good for Broncos first down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Let's go. Ready?
Right up the gut. There he goes again. And he takes this one in for the Denver touchdown. The Broncos cut it to a point late in this one.
The kicker on.
So they get the all-important touchdown here late in the game, Brock. Now the question, play for the tie or go for 2 and the lead?
And I know they've got all these charts and numbers and analytics to tell you what to do, but this comes down to the gut and the trust of the head coach. Does he trust his offense more to go get this 2-point conversion, or is he going to lean in his defense and believe that they can get the stop?
He dodged the tackle. He stopped on the run back at the 27. Out comes Las Vegas on offense. The game really in their hands at this point, Brock. We're going to see whether it's a celebration coming up next or overtime. They kick the running back in motion. Completes this one to Gray. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 33-yard line.
Setting up to pass. Completed over the middle. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. Raiders moving quickly, trying to get set as the clock continues to run.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard
Putting a receiver in motion. Back to throw. Jump off, caught by his back. Down the sideline inside the 30. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense set up for 1st and goal. They're all set up for the game winner. Let's see how they approach it, starting with this 1st and goal.
Raiders first down.
They'll run here. It's Spears. He's got them down to the doorstep inside the 5. So from the 3, here's 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Motion man sent left. He gets it again. And he's still going backwards as they get him behind the line.
He was taken down.
Denver calls the second of its 3
The
timeouts.
play lost a yard. It's now 3rd and goal.
Here he is to throw. Completed to his running back. And they're going to do it, Brock. They break the tie in the 4th minute. It's a touchdown. Elliott on now to attempt the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Raiders break that tie and now lead by 7.
38. Broncos 31.
The Raiders kicking team is out there and they'll boot this away. Here's a return from the 7. Good work so far. He's got room. Reaches the 30. And he gets on the touchdown. And now a potential game-deciding play call coming up. On for the PAT, and a make would tie us up late. And everyone can breathe easier now. His try is good, and they found a way to tie it late in the 4th. What do you think, Brock? Can we get dueling kick return touchdowns, huh? Let's find out. The kick is away. Starting from the 5. Things going well so far. And he manages the 35 before they can stop him. The Raiders sending their offense and Tajay Spears out there. And they need to get it to at least that 40-yard line to have a shot at the game winner. But there's enough time remaining to work it even closer if things go right. Carried by Spears to start the drive. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
He'll look to throw it.
35-yard line.
Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And a huge run comes to an end as he heads out of bounds. Wow. All their timeouts left, but not much time itself. It's 1st and 10. Receiver in motion, going left.
23-yard line.
Now the shotgun give to Spears. And they're going to bring him down as he makes it all the way to the 12. All their timeouts left, but not much time itself. It's 1st and 10.
Las Vegas, first down.
They're going to stay on the ground with Spears. And he breaks the tie. That could win him this game. Brock touchdown. Elliott on now to attempt the point after.
Las Vegas.
The point after splits the uprights. And the Raiders break that tie and now lead by 7.
45. Broncos, 38.
The Raiders kicking team is out there and they'll boot this away. And this is going to be a touchback, Brock, so we'll see what they decide to do with the final seconds they've got left here. Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. Here he is to throw. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. That one going to go against the D.
That's interference. Defense.
So a little too much contact on the part of the defender, and the officials flag him for it. Defense, no doubt, still recovering from that interference call, Brock, but they've got to buckle down here. It's 1st and goal. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind them, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know it's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with...
And with no time left, he takes this into the end zone, down to their last breath, Brock, and now they can tie it or go for the win. I still don't think everyone has quite processed that touchdown as time expired, Brock, but they don't have time. They've got to make the biggest decision of the game right now. Do you force overtime or do you go for this win?
Well, you said a key word right there, processed. And this is a process. You spend the week planning it, you got the numbers behind it, but ultimately, Kate, this comes down to gut and feel. I say it every time in these moments. You've had to...
And he has it in the end zone! Oh, what a perfect call! That just won them this game! So the Broncos ride out of here with a win on the road. And they take their first skirmish with their division rivals, with a chance at a sweep awaiting them later in the year in their building. So that'll do it for this one. With Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. The Broncos are winners as we bid you farewell from Las Vegas.